to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
All right, welcome pickleball fans. We are back here in Englewood, Florida at the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships, powered by the Carvana PPA Tour and hosted by Southern Pickleball. My name is Mark Spackman, and I'm joined today by AJ Romancic. Thank you for joining in with us today, AJ. So, silver medalist yesterday.
I know we couldn't take out the gold, but we had a fun time out here. You guys are killing it with the run time of everything, so had to come back out. The brothers playing one more time, so I'm support today.
All right,
go team.
Good stuff. Well, hey, thanks for joining in. We're about to have a 3-5 60 70 plus mixed doubles match. This is going to be Nikki and Jean Sturchio against Ruth and Bernard Chow. It's going to be sort of an interstate matchup. The Sturchios are from Tennessee, and the Chows are up from the Washington, D.C. area. So I'm pretty excited about this match here. So I think we're going to try to see if we can get these players warmed up here. So we'll be right back with some pickleball action here in Englewood, Florida shortly.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
The official pickleball is made by Diadem, durably designed to hit the ball where you want it to go. For every dink, drop, and drive, no matter where you are in your game, play with the official pickleball by Diadem.
All right, here we are for the showdown, the 3-5 60 plus round robin match between the Sturchios and the Chows. It's getting a little windy out here, AJ, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Hear it in the mics.
All right, that first ball goes into the net, so we have our first score there. That's going to put us at 1-0-2. This is the Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. We want to give a quick thank you to Visit Sarasota for having us with Southern Pickleball down here, and also a special thank you to the Englewood Parks and Recreation Department team. They have been super helpful. A+ rolled out the red carpet for both our team and all the players here. We're at 0-1-2 with Bernard serving.
Oh, good shot.
Great shot right there. So that's going to give us a side out. So, AJ, you're down here from this Florida area. Any tricks to playing in this wind?
Oh, man. I mean, we were facing some guys yesterday, and they were saying that they only played inside, and this was their first time outside. So we were hoping that gave us an advantage, but it didn't pick up yesterday. Today it might be more of a factor. It's really, adjusting early and shooting with shots so you have a little more room to work with. So you're not trying to hit those perfect net drops every time. You got to be a little more safe.
Giving yourself some margin.
Over is better than not.
I think that would have been some good advice right there. So as that ball hits the net.
Only if I would have given that to myself yesterday.
Yeah, we were talking about that. The net always wins. You got to get it over that net.
It's true. First battle.
So here we go. 2-0-2. Yes, that's going to put us at 3. So one thing about this is the Amateur State Championships. It's the only qualifier in Florida. So all these players, if they medal, will get a chance to go play in the Champions Division at the PPA World. So I guess you and your brother are going to have to start doing some drilling and getting ready so y'all can head out to Dallas in November.
I guess so. It'll be our 3rd tournament ever. It'll be quite an important one. Oh, good volleys in the mid-range of the court.
Yes. All right, so that gives us a side out. It's going to be Ruth going to serve at 0-3-1. Ruth's home club is Dill Dinkers in Chantilly, Virginia. And she gets the chows on the scoreboard. Is that ball a little wide?
Just wide.
It was a very athletic looking backhand, though. It was super impressive until it went wide.
And recovering from off the net, too.
So that puts us at 1-3-2. And Bernard and Ruth are from Haymarket, Virginia. Came all the way down here just for this tournament to Englewood, Florida. They're what we like to call, AJ, frequent flyers. We see them at a lot of our tournaments around the country.
Should get plenty of miles, eh? Right off the back line there. That's one thing that seems to get people off guard, is when you get a good deep return always on the line. Not quite sure if it's going to land in.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday, even I think while we were watching your match. The depth of both the serve and the return is, I think, one of the most underrated parts of the game that people don't focus on enough.
And it's so hard to win a point on a serve. It's not like you're trying to win a point on a serve always, but getting it deep, keeping them back.
Right, I agree. 4-2-1, Gene serving. Gene asked that we give a shout out to David Sergio. Says one of his, he says he's working on the lob. I thought it said his favorite shot was the lob. I was like, well, that's gonna be, this night might be the weather you want to work on the lob today.
Say, you got to go into the wind there, make sure. Otherwise, it's gonna fly. One of those frequent flyers we were talking about.
Yeah. Couldn't really tell us. One good thing here, we'll wait for the player to get back. This is amateur pickleball, so you notice no referees. And if your ball goes errant, there's no ball boys or ball girls to pick it up. You get to go pick up your own balls, too. So
you can't see it off camera as well, but there's a break in the fence, and that ball likes to run away as far as it can.
Yeah. So we are at 5-2-2, Gene serving. We're playing to 15, win by 2. We will switch sides at 8.
Good two-hand backhand there.
Going to get the Sturchios another point, give them 6.
Timeout coming in.
All right, and we got a timeout here, so it will be a 60-second timeout. And we're going to be right back with more pickleball action from Englewood, Florida.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's Canvas awaits in Sarasota.
All right, welcome back. 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. The Sturchios battling the chows here. They're up 6-2-1. Nikki is going to serve. I'm not really sure what they're looking over at us for. We're just the commentators over here, right? But so
I think it's a question over score, maybe.
Oh, it's not.
There we go. Looks like they got it figured out.
Yeah, 6-2-2. That's one thing. The players get to figure all that out themselves here, you know. A lot of times when we're courtside, they look at us to be the experts, but
I don't have that good of a memory. Come on now.
Oh,
good spot.
Nice winner right down the middle.
So, does that mean to switch at 6?
Yeah, I guess there's some. You know, we just got some. Our producer just told us this game might be at 11. We had said 15. I'm not really sure because if they would have switched sides at 6,
it would have been just then.
All right, so we'll see. Maybe we're just going to play on through. So here we go. 2-7-1. You know. The ball goes through our cords into our booth. You know, we had that happen yesterday, AJ. The ball came in here and actually hit our one power button to the whole stream. That was fun as we learned some of that.
I'm told it might have been me stepping on the cable, so I apologize to any viewers. Oh. Little confusion on the court.
Nice sportsmanship from Bernard there. He thought his opponent wasn't ready, so he held up.
Oh, what a spot. Looking for the open holes and just aiming for them.
Yeah. Nice little drop volley for the winner from Nikki there. Nikki wanted to give a shout out to her daughters, Kenna and Savannah, and all the grandkids. So, Nikki is a respiratory therapist and likes to hike and swim. And I can tell by her level of play, she must play a lot of pickleball too, AJ.
Yes, she must. Good overhead smash.
Yeah, Bernard put that one away. Having a little conversation with Ruth there, not sure what that's about. I don't know if he's just telling her, wow, that was a great shot I just hit. We're now at 2-7-1.
Looks like they're definitely trying to lock in here, get that lead kind of dwindled down. See if they can tie it up, maybe.
That was a nice ball down the middle to get the side out. Want to make sure we mention Bernard had asked that we mention the Bowenkus family. Mike had evidently just had a recent cancer diagnosis and is doing some recovery right there. They wanted to know that Bernard and Ruth were thinking about him. There was that lob we were talking about, AJ.
The double lob. Good hustle on both ends. Oh, that's what we were talking about yesterday, that 100%. You just dial down the power a little bit, but what a rally.
Yeah, just keep that last one in, but yeah, that was a good one. So they are going to look like they're going to switch sides at 8 here. So we'll be right back with the second half of this match in a minute from Englewood, Florida.
Where are you on Friday night? Holidays, weekends, summer vacation. It's 8 p.m. workouts, 6 a.m. wake-up calls. Fighting through fatigue, soreness, calluses. Alone at the track, the field. The court is your universe. One more rep. Last one, and you're done for the day. Maybe. You don't stop. Because you know what makes you different is what makes a difference. And that extra mile, it's what stands between you and the biggest stage. As you draw inspiration from those who once stood where you stood, you blaze your own trail to leave behind.
Let's go.
It's smolder lighting up your field, your city. They're all watching. How will you be remembered?
We're back. The Chows and Churchios were so excited to play. They just started without us, AJ, but we are back now. We're going to pick up the action at 8-3. Actually, I'm thinking we may be at 9-3 now, or 3-9.
Good defense here.
That's quite a drop from Bernard there, but Nicky handled it like it was nothing.
They're doing a great job of just killing the velocity on these balls. They just drop right over the net. Oh, great backhand slice there, right down the line.
Yeah, that was pretty. But to your point right there, even with that backhand slice, he took a little off, made sure he got the ball on the court. So we've seen some balls, and got a point.
A lot of good control here. As we just let one rip on the serve.
So you do any pickleball coaching yet?
I do not, no. No, again, this is like my second tournament. We're just out here for fun. Play a lot with the family.
Yeah.
I think I'd be on the side of getting coached currently with how we didn't win out that gold yesterday.
you got a lot of good tips. I think you might have a side hustle.
Oh, we got a ball on the run.
I always laugh at how that happens. We get a little impatient when the ball goes on the other court, so we grab another one out of the bucket. About the time we pick it up, then the ball comes back on. Now we got 2 balls.
Yep.
Now we got to decide which ball we're going to play with. This is amateur pickleball at its greatest right here.
A little too much on that.
So one thing I saw there, that time Bernard and Ruth were able to get up to the non-volley zone and keep the Sturchios back. So I think if they can do that and sort of flip the thing early in this match, you've always seen the Sturchios up front. So they can do a good job of getting up.
Totally.
But now Nikki's back up there right alongside Jean. When Nikki and Jean both get up that non-volley zone line, they're a tough team to beat.
They really are. Good defense, but Bernard just puts it away. Anytime he gets that height, he's really good at just finishing the point.
So I definitely know the Chows have 5. I'm not really sure if the Sturchios are 8 or 9 right now. Have you heard?
I haven't, no.
We'll figure it out here in a second.
Oh, off the net shot.
That found the court, didn't it? Six eight,
bringing it back.
So
got to climb here.
So since the turn, the Sturchios have not got a point. Sometimes that makes me wonder how much this wind is playing a factor on the sides.
Totally, and you get so used to one side, right? And then you switch it up, and then everything's different. All your drops don't seem to land. All your drives are a little short, a little long. We got another runaway ball action. The same case scenario we had a couple points ago.
Again, we'll make sure we thank Visit Sarasota. They were so nice to invite Southern Pickleball to come down here and help sponsor the tournament and bring us down here. We've first time at Englewood Complex, 18 beautiful courts. So really super good stuff here. We are now tied.
8-8.
Yeah, we are tied up.
They really fought back here. See if they can keep this momentum going.
So when you have choice, do you like to pick serve or side, or does it depend on that? I mean, sometimes it seems like that may have been a pretty big choice right here. So.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we typically will go for serve just because we want that first try to first point. But it's really dependent on the game, the team, the wind, all the conditions.
Right. Well, so we saw in this match the Sturchios jumped out to a big lead, I think 8-2. Then we had the timeout at the side switch, and now we've seen the Chows battle back. We're now at 8-8. I don't know.
Neck and neck.
Yeah.
If they can keep this momentum up, it's going to be kind of hard to stop.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know what I think. Any suggestions what you would think that maybe the Churchios need to do? Or
I think what they're doing right now, a quick timeout, try to reset the momentum, and then see if they can just come out on top, get a couple swinging, and yeah, see if they can switch the momentum over.
Yeah, I think the timeout was wise too. I heard Anna Bright make a comment the other day is that you should never lose a match and have a timeout left if you haven't used your timeouts.
That's something I got to learn. We didn't use the timeout a single time yesterday, and we could have used it a couple times to break it when we were down, 4 or 5 points in a row, because it's 50%, if not more, mental game, right?
Right.
So being in the right space is really important.
So here we are. We look like they're going to get ready to go. We're at the side out. It's going to be 8-8-1. Nikki to serve. Now, notice on Nikki's player sheet that she said one of the skill that she's working on is like blocking. I think she's doing great with it. She's like already perfected that.
She is, yeah. She's doing great.
I guess she's trying to turn her strength into a superpower or something.
That's always nice to have. But I mean, that's especially when we get up to higher play and people are very confident driving at you right across the net. That blocking is such a huge skill. Whatever you can do to keep the point going, right?
Yeah, Bernard said he's working on trying to get younger. If he figures that out, we'll have to partner with him. We'll all be able to make a lot of money.
Talks of a fountain of youth. Down that line again.
Yeah.
They've got that dialed in.
If I had to guess, I would think Bernard was probably a high-level tennis player at some point. Some of those ground strokes are super fluid and pretty from the back.
They are, especially his footwork. He's all over the court.
Yeah.
Looks like he's used to covering a lot more ground. We don't have any shoe sponsors, do we?
Well, Diadem, our ball sponsor, sells some great shoes.
Oh, yeah?
But they are the official ball. What you thinking shoes? You seen all those Skechers out there?
Yeah, we have a store right by our place, and it's seems to be a buy one get 50% off the entire year. And
really?
I have the same exact shoes as 3 of the players on the court. So
yeah, that's what I usually wear is the Skechers. I go back and forth between the Skechers and the Diadem. Love them both.
Yeah, I was thinking about giving some others a try, so maybe I'll purchase them online, give them a go.
Yeah,
mine are starting to get very, very flat. I almost slipped earlier yesterday.
If anybody from Skechers is watching, or any other companies out there that would like to learn how to get involved with Southern Pickleball as a sponsor, you can reach out to info@southernpickleball.com. We'd be glad to have someone from our partnership team reach out to you right away. Thank you, AJ, for walking us right into that. A good chance for us to be able to give a plug. You're really good at this.
That was a beautiful segue. I could have done it better myself.
We are now at 8-10-2. Sturgio's serving and still looking for their first point over there on that side of the court.
Man, that overhead is just a killer. You got to really be careful when they're dropping it over. A little deep.
It appears that the wind is now, for the most part, at the back of the chows going. So, but it also seems like down here it changes from minute to minute sometimes.
It does. It's swirling right now. We don't have any wind socks around to tell you the direction, but it's moving.
8-10-1.
A little deep again.
And they found a point.
It's really important here just to, keep it consistent. Play balls to be in, not necessarily play them to win. They got to keep this lead. Ooh, just a little much.
That one goes a little long. So Nikki and Jean, both big fans of Anna Lee Waters. So they're going to have to channel a little Anna Lee here and get the comeback. We had the pleasure. We do a weekly podcast, AJ. We Southern Pickleball Podcast. We had Caitlin Christian on our show last week. So anybody gets a chance to go back and check that out. That was a really fun time.
I can imagine.
We also had a recent episode with Nico the Lefty. So he's sort of popular in the social media world right now and having joined the Pickle Pod with Zane. So it looks like we're going to have another time out here. And we're going to be back with some more of this windy pickleball action, windy and sunny pickleball action.
It really is.
In Englewood, Florida. All right, we're back, AJ. 2026 Florida Amateur State Championships. These teams vying for the chance to go to the PPA World Championships in Dallas, Texas. It's the Chows against the Serchios. It was an early lead for the Serchios, but now we're all tightened up here.
It's a close game. Just couldn't get it back. Looks like Bernard's coming out with a little more power here.
I think that's been one of his keys, but I also think, to your point where you were talking about earlier, he is going a little bit more power, but he's taking just enough off to make sure the balls are in the court, you know, so they're forcing him to play it. So I think he's been listening to some of your advice over there.
I think that's where they have the advantage right now, because a lot of those balls are looking to fly out with the wind in the back.
And then he just hit that nice little top spin drive there that was at the feet. Those things are tough to defend.
Yeah, some of those balls, you're just not sure whether to volley them or whether to try to take a step back and take them off the bounce. It's a tough spot.
I just noticed here that the Chows are also fans of Anna Lee. No wonder that girl has a Nike deal. Everybody loves her.
Let's see, we got a side switch here. Let's see if they can get a couple of those points back that they lost. 9-12. Oh, he finds the gap again.
These are the tough ones here when you have that big lead and you come back, so. Such a game of momentum sometimes.
Oh, good eye.
We have a ball that just came over here into the booth, maybe. All right, now we're back out with Ruth to serve at 12-9-1.
There's that power again. Just driving it towards the chest almost.
Ruth wanted to make sure we said thank you to Gabby and John that are out here, some of their friends supporting them here.
Always good to have a cheering squad come out. Oh, almost just over the net. Bounced barely out.
Yeah, hit that net and rolled down there.
You know, sometimes that net's your best friend and sometimes it's your worst enemy.
So we've talked about their favorite players. Who's your favorite pro player?
Oh, that's a great question. Yeah, I don't know if I can narrow it down. It's like asking someone their favorite food. You know, there's so many good options.
Well, I'll take top two.
Top two?
Or if you don't even have top two yet, that's okay.
No, I'd have to go back and think. A lot of the stuff I'll watch is just kind of collections of shots, see if I can get any tips from them. A lot of good players, a lot of good young players coming up now as well.
Yeah, and definitely becoming more of an international game for sure. All right, so that's going to put us with Nikki serving at 9-13-2. Tio's going to have to find some magic here. 4 great players in the court. They've all got some super pickleball skills.
They really do.
All right, they got a point.
There's 1. Got 3 to go here to tie it up. Well, looks like the bug's coming out.
The love bugs.
Those things are this time of season down here in Florida. They are very good at getting your car not clean.
I did not know what a love bug was until this week, and I don't know why they were called the love bugs, because they are trying to think of a way that I can say it on the air here. But
family-friendly show.
Yeah.
But they tend to hug each other and then stay together for a while, so they are kind of annoying, and they just kind of hover around you.
In swarms.
In swarms.
Thank goodness they don't bite. If they bite, they would really be an issue.
Ooh, I might have to go north for a little while to do that.
We were talking yesterday. I was finding dead love bugs in my keyboard. I think I drank 2 of them out of my drink yesterday. Hopefully they're high in protein.
Yeah, it's like extra protein right there. Is this match point here?
Oh, and it hits the net.
Oh my gosh.
Because I think that's going to put us to 14 now. Yep. Yeah, I think that's going to put us at 14-10.
Great motion, though, the movement of these players. His goal was to get younger. He's moving like it, so.
Bernard has really showed some athleticism on this court. Again, these are all 4 great athletes, but
oh, does it drop just a little deep?
That goes a little long, and so there it is. Bernard and Ruth Chow are your victors here in the 2026 Florida Amateur State Championships. That was some fun pickleball to kick off the day.
That was great, man. What a great way to start the stream.
Yeah, and I really like the way that the Chows, they got down early, but they just sort of stayed in it, kept doing their thing.
Right at that switch, too. I don't know if it was the wind or if it was their mentality, but they were chatting a little bit. Maybe there was a little bit of strategy in there of, how they want to hit their shots, but they really came alive.
Yeah, definitely 2 different halves, 2 different styles, but that was a lot of fun. We are here all day at the 2026 Florida Amateur State Championships at the beautiful Englewood Sports Complex. 18 dedicated pickleball courts lighted, so if you're in the area, you need to come check it out. But we will be back with more action here soon from Englewood, Florida.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn-Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal-clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
The official pickleball is made by Diadem, durably designed to hit the ball where you want it to go. For every dink, drop, and drive, no matter where you are in your game, play with the official pickleball by Diadem.
All right, welcome back, pickleball fans. We are here at the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships, powered by the Carvana PPA Tour and hosted by Southern Pickleball. Want to make sure we give a shout out to Visit Sarasota for having us come down. And I am lucky enough to be joined here in the booth today with Nate Sweetman. Nate, thank you so much for joining us, man. We're so glad to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me. We're so happy and excited that you guys chose Sarasota to host this tournament. So we're excited about this weekend and looking forward to the future.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a great decision to come here for sure. This complex is amazing. We're at the Englewood Sports Complex, 18 dedicated courts, lighted. And I just want to give a special thank you to the Englewood Parks and Recreation Department team. I mean, they have been best host anywhere we go. I mean, just completely A+ staffed in here, everything. I mean, you can tell they really care about all these players that came here, just rolling out the red carpet for all these players that traveled in. I think we had 13 states represented today.
That's amazing. 13 states coming down to Englewood, Florida. Absolutely love that. But yeah, to speak to our parks team, they're some of the best in the nation. We have a great relationship with our Parks and Rec department. We're really aligned as far as our strategic thinking and goals for sporting events in our destination, and making sure all the visitors, athletes, participants, spectators feel at home and have a great time while being here.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. And I just tell you, I mean, that synergy y'all have between your departments and that commitment y'all have to deliver, I mean, it trickles down to the players. So I've just been hearing over and over from players how glad they were to come to Englewood and be there for this tournament, and they just, thought they really made a good decision, and have already been talking about who they're inviting to come for the next time, and like, when will we be back? So they're super excited.
Love that.
So, well, we're about to have this is a mixed doubles match here. It's going to be between Leland Moore and Audra from Hateville, Georgia. They're going to be playing Jay and Kenny Wolfrey from Myrtle Beach. And we are off and getting started here. I think we just had our first serve there. So now we have Jay Wolfrey to serve at 0-0-1. That ball trickles over the net for the first point for the Wolfreys. You see the players are already having a little fun out there tonight. That's what this pickleball is sort of all about. So 101. Another ball in the net. That's going to give them 2 things. So the other thing, not only is this an amazing facility, the other thing, we've had some really good experiences food-wise and everything down here. We ate at Dub's Barbecue last night. I don't know if you've heard of that place. That thing was amazing.
Yeah. It's funny, Englewood is the most southern part of the county, but it's constantly growing. There's so many things popping up, from restaurants to even hotels will be coming on down the line and on the horizon. So I'm glad you guys were able to get out. That's another thing we would encourage participants, especially people traveling in, is go out and experience the county. We have a very large county, so see everything from the north part of Sarasota all the way down to Englewood and everything in between.
Yeah, I mean, you sort of got it all. Some great beach areas, great food, different parts. I mean, a lot of different pickleball. So yeah, it's I think the players have really been enjoying that. We also, some strip center close to our hotel, and thank you to the people at Hilton and the Hampton Inn that's taken great care of us while we were there, but found a place, Go-Go's Pizza, in a strip center. Okay. I tell you what, winner, people need to go check it out.
Love to hear it.
You can check out their Facebook page. The owner came out. We got a nice big picture with all our Southern Pickleball team in there with us. So
awesome. Yeah, while we're on the food topic, I'd be remiss to not mention, every year Visit Sarasota runs a program called Savor Sarasota Restaurant Week. It's the first 2 weeks of June every year where all of our restaurants participate, and we give prefixed meals, whether it's lunch or dinner, at a certain price point, 2-course lunch, 3-course dinner per person, and amazing program. This is the 21st year we've been doing it.
Savor Sarasota. And what part of the time of year is that?
This is the 21st year. So last year we celebrated our 20th anniversary. We're going strong here into its 21st. And yeah, over 40 restaurants participate. It's an amazing campaign and program that we run. And that'll start June 1st.
Nice. Quite a program. So I think we are at 0-6-2 right here. The Wolfreys have jumped out to a quick lead here. Thank you to Audrey Haywood for repping the Southern Pickleball shirt there. She looks really good with that. So Audrey just participated in our tournament operator training. Nate, she's been down here all week. She came into town on Tuesday. That's one thing we do offer. If anybody's interested, they can go to info@southernpickleball.com and find out how they can affiliate their club or learn how to host some of their own events. We have over 100 partners now around the country. All right, that ball goes a little wide, and that's going to take us to 7. Let's get it. 7-0-1. the Wolfries from Myrtle Beach out to a quick lead here. That ball goes into the net. It's going to be Kenny Wolfrey to serve. Kenny wanted to make us sure we gave a shout out to his buddies. They have an energy drink, Nate, that's called the Energy Drink. No doubt about what the product is, but I tell you what, it's pretty darn good, and it's made by first responders for first responders, I guess, too. So
that's awesome.
So we'd love. So that's going to put us at 8-0. We're going to be right back here from beautiful Sarasota, Florida, with some more pickleball action right after these quick words from our sponsor.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
Okay, we are back here at Sarasota, Florida for the 2026 Florida Amateur State Championships. I am so fortunate to be joined by Nate Sweetman from Visit Sarasota. Nate, thanks for stopping by and hanging out with us, and just thank you for being here. So we were just talking about it a little bit. So 18 dedicated lighted courts here, but that's not always been the case, right? So tell us a little bit about how pickleball's grown down here.
Yeah, I mean, well, one, it's the fastest growing sport across the nation. I think we all can see and understand that. But having an actual facility and complex that is dedicated to that, where we can put on events to this caliber and size, you know, we're very grateful and fortunate that you guys did choose Englewood and Sarasota County as the home for this tournament, and we're so excited to see what's to come. But again, it's the fastest growing sport, so we need to make sure we have the accessibility and have the courts for people, whether it's residents or visiting athletes like yourselves.
Right. It's been interesting to me as I've seen the sport grow over the last 4 or 5 years, how now that people are choosing where they buy their houses based on the proximity of pickleball courts, where they go on vacation based on how many pickleball courts and what's going on. It's just pickleball's driving a lot of things right now in the economy.
Absolutely, and we see it across various destinations. You know, when I'm out and about at different trade shows and whatnot, meeting so many different destinations, counterparts like myself who have facilities like this or are building facilities like this, right, to make sure that, again, there's accessibility for all these athletes to come and play this sport.
All right, so Audra is there at 182. I sort of like that. I know Leland was a little disappointed after his last shot at the net, but Audra made sure it's like, hey, we are going to get a paddle tap in here. We're partners at this. We're going to try to come back. And then they respond with a point right there. 2-8. So now, I know you're just now joining us, Nate, but one thing, so we had a big lead here, but the last match, same thing, and we had to turn to the side. Something about the way the wind's going a little bit today maybe and everything. Mm-hmm. The people that have been on this side of the court near us has been the best side. So we'll see if that helps Audrey and Leland, if they've now got to the favorite side here.
Yeah, I was going to say it looks a little advantageous. Also, was curious about that coming into today, knowing the wind was going to be possibly a little bit of a factor, how these athletes were going to respond.
Yeah, and it's always interesting, like, depending on the style of their game, whether sometimes they like the wind at their back, or sometimes a power player doesn't like it at their back because it just takes too many balls long. So, but everybody's a little different, but it is definitely, we've seen a difference here, and now we're already seeing Audra and Leland just work their way right back in this match here. So that's now going to put us at 4, we think. Or maybe even 5. So it's one thing, you know, this is amateur pickleball, so you notice there's no referees out here. Their players are calling their own lines and their own score. And they also, when the ball goes away, they get to chase their own balls down too. No ball girls or ball boys, but they are having a blast.
Keeps them honest, right, Mark?
Yeah. And so it is now 9-5. That's the first point for the Wolfries since we had the side switch. So, I mean, you've thanked us a couple of times with Southern Pickleball for choosing Sarasota, and we appreciate that. But I have to tell you, Nate, y'all made it pretty easy to make that choice. I mean, your team is just phenomenal to work with, and it was great coming down here and seeing the area and the communities. And we just been so impressed. I mean, quality hotels, quality restaurants, friendly people. Anybody that's watching, if I would put this on their bucket list, you know. And the other thing is, y'all have, we partner with the PPA Tour, and y'all have a PPA Challenger coming here in October. So there's another opportunity right around the corner for players to come and visit.
Absolutely. So that's another one of our strategic goals, of course, was when this facility finally got the renovations done, is how do we get more involved into the pickleball space. So we're excited to be partnering with PPA later on this year, and hopefully we can see some of these athletes return and bring some new ones here to our destination, which is always exciting.
Yeah, I think that's cool. You know, Tanner Groff, who's been running that tour, is phenomenal. It's been real exciting about how that Challenger Tour has grown. They're seeing players from all over the world that are coming in to play that. And they also, in addition to that, pro qualifier type level, they also do have amateur divisions across all levels. So there will be something for everybody at that tournament. So you can find that tournament at pickleball.com. If you just go there and look up the PPA Challenger Series, you can go ahead and book your place in that tournament right here at this Englewood Sports Complex. Oh, that was a nice drive right there from Leland. He got really extended. Leland, the lefty. That makes me think, with the lefty, we also do a podcast, Nate. It's called the Southern Pickleball Podcast, and we just had Nico the lefty, one of the big pickleball personalities, on the show. So if you get a chance, anybody else out there, you can check it out at Southern Pickleball TV. Nice serve from Leland there, too. So the Wolfries, I was telling you, Kenny and Jay, they're from Myrtle Beach, and we've been really feeling blessed as Southern Pickleball this weekend, as we just found we have all sorts of players now, Nate, that I think they just put our tournaments on the calendar, and they just sort of travel around the country with us, whether it's in Richmond, Virginia, Sarasota, Florida. We'll be in Biloxi, Mississippi next weekend. Like the Wolfries, they said they're going back to Myrtle Beach for the week, and they're going to then see us in Biloxi next weekend.
That's amazing. Yeah, I think you mentioned it earlier. 13 destinations represented here, right?
Yeah.
13 different cities, states represented. So that's amazing. It's funny just seeing it for the first time. Like, pickleball people really travel. You know, they want to get out and explore, but I think there's also the additive of wanting to experience a new destination that maybe they haven't been to. I'm curious to see or understand or know, and maybe we'll find that out after the tournament. But how many people that are here now have never been to Sarasota, Florida? I'm curious about that number as well.
Oh, that would be really interesting to know how pickleball brought them to a new spot. Yeah. And I guess everything's important too. How many maybe pickleball brought them back to a spot they went to before too?
Right.
You know, it may have been on the bucket list and it got put back on the bucket list again.
Right.
So this match, I mean, I'm just having a great time talking to you over here. So and apologize to the players. Nate and I are probably talking more about other things than your match, but it's gotten all knotted up here. We're at 12-10 now. It was a blowout early, and now it's gotten close. The Wolfries are going to try to close it out here. It's 13-10. The good thing about this, again, this is the only chance in Florida for players to qualify for the PPA World Championships that will be held in November in Dallas, Texas. So I think that was a lot of reason the players traveled. They also do qualify for our Southern Championships, which will be at the world's largest indoor pickleball facility in Macon, Georgia, the first week of the new year in 2027. So that looks like it wraps it up. The Wolfries found out a way to hold on right there. So, Nate, that was a lot of fun here. I so appreciate you hopping in here and joining us. Thank you so much for the invite to come down here. This has been a great week. I think we're going to be right back in a couple of minutes with a post-game interview with some of our winning players.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
All right, welcome back to the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. My name is Mark Spackman, and I am joined by the winner of our last match, Jay Wolfrey. Congratulations!
Thank you, thank you.
All
That
right.
was definitely an interesting match. We had some wind coming in and playing. We had some neat trick shots, some great gets. I mean, it was...
Well, it was the second match in a row we've seen on this court that seems like the side is really mattering today. You know, so y'all got out to a big lead, switched sides, and it kind of tightened up, and then you sort of figured it out at the end. But was the wind playing some tricks out there, or was it just...
The second half it was. I think it really started gusting up a little bit. There was definitely more room on this lovely court than in some of the others, so we would try to squish ourselves into the space that's provided, and I think maybe that's what kind of kept us tight at that beginning.
Right.
And then when we switched sides at 8, it ended up being we had a lot more room, and I think we just
Right.
kind of fell apart just a little bit there, but we were able to rail it back in.
Yeah, well, we really appreciate you and Kenny. Y'all have y'all really travel everywhere with Southern Pickleball and have been big supporters from day one. But I wanted to talk about y'all have some friends that have started an energy drink. I think it's called the energy drink, right?
Right. It's
Well,
called
if it's called the energy drink, it must be like the best one. I mean, that's just like making a statement.
Absolutely,
So,
it is.
Looks like our producer just put us over a can right here, the energy drink. So tell me about the guys that own this. So
it was founded by first responders and firefighters. Some of them were out of the Baltimore area and Baltimore Fire Department, but it was a lot of the D.C. area, and a lot of these guys were there for 9/11 and some of the other stuff. So they have found that our first responders tend to be very active and very physical with their job. There's a lot of demanding things on them. And so they came up with this idea that it's got almost no sugar. It has a lot of wonderful enzymes, and it's natural flavoring, and it's so light and refreshing. It doesn't have the crash later on, and it's not doing the damaging stuff to the inside of your body as some of the other energy drinks do. So this one is watermelon's one of the most popular flavors. I also like the mango. I think Kenny loves the cherry. There's you could do variety packs. You can do this, and what's really neat is we're in the Myrtle Beach area, and they have, you can get these at some of the 7-Elevens. They are also in lots of different parts of Pennsylvania and in Maryland, so you can go to theenergydrink.com, and you can see they'll list out their locations. You can go buy them right off the shelf and try them out.
All right, awesome. Theenergydrink.com. Kenny and Jay, we just always want to say thank you to y'all for supporting Southern Pickleball, and we'll be back with more pickleball action here soon from Englewood, Florida.
Great, thanks for having me.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn-Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal-clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
All right, pickleball fans from around the country, welcome back to the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships, powered by the Carvana PPA Tour and hosted by Southern Pickleball. We are here in beautiful Englewood, Florida, at the Englewood Sports Complex. 18 dedicated pickleball courts with lights. And special thank you to Englewood Parks and Recreation Department. They have rolled out the red carpet for both Southern Pickleball and all these players this weekend. And thanks to Visit Sarasota for inviting us down. This has been one heck of a weekend as all these players are competing for their chance to go to the PPA World Championships in Dallas, Texas, and also qualify for the Southern Championships in Macon, Georgia, at the world's largest indoor pickleball facility, Rhythm and Rally. This is the match between Kenny and Jay Wolfrey. Jay is in the black, getting ready to serve, and they are playing Terry and Nicole Pleasure from right here in Port Charlotte, Florida. The Wolfreys have jumped out to a quick lead here, 2-0. They did the same thing in their last match. Got out to a quick lead and then fought to hang on at the end. So it is going to be Nicole Pleasure to serve. She is playing with the double black diamond paddle, she says. And that is going to put us at 1-2-1. Nicole was letting me know before the match that she's really been trying to work on her consistency. And Terry's telling me he's going to try to work on a new backhand slice. We'd all like to have that shot. I had the pleasure of meeting the Pledgers, that's a tongue twister, back in Cape Coral when we were hosting a tournament down at the courts at Cape Coral. Just really, they are just a super fun-loving, fun couple. They even brought our team homemade brownies the second day of the tournament. That was super sweet, and we've always appreciated that. Sort of speaks to what the whole Southern Pickleball community is like with friendship and everything. If you haven't played a Southern Pickleball tournament yet, you should check us out, Southern Pickleball pickleballphlorida.com. Check out all our tournaments. We will be in a city near you. Just this weekend alone, we're running 7 tournaments in 5 different states, but this is the biggest. This is the granddaddy of them all this weekend. Nice shot from Kenny Wolfrey there. So that is now 4-1-2. Looks like we have a timeout, and we will be right back with more pickleball action from Englewood, Florida.
Where are you on Friday night? Holidays, weekends, summer vacation. It's 8 p.m. workouts, 6 a.m. wake-up calls. Fighting through fatigue, soreness, calluses. Alone at the track, the field. The court is your universe. One more rep. Last one, and you're done for the day. Maybe. You don't stop. Because you know what makes you different is what makes a difference. And that extra mile, it's what stands between you and the biggest stage. As you draw inspiration from those who once stood where you stood, you blaze your own trail to leave behind.
Let's go.
It's smolder lighting up your field, your city. They're all watching. How will you be remembered?
All right, welcome back to the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championship Series. And as you just saw, we will be in Georgia soon, June 26th and 28th. That will be the Georgia Amateur Pickleball State Championships. That tournament will be held at the Let's Go Pickleball facility, a beautiful 21-court pickleball facility. They also have paddle courts, or padel, depending on what part of the world you are and how you want to pronounce it. But that will be an amazing facility that you can come join us in June at. But we are now back to the action. This is a match between Jay and Kenny Wolfrey from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and Terry and Nicole Pledger from right here in Port Charlotte, Florida. A little windy out here, definitely having impact on the play. I just noticed Terry and Nicole having a conversation about which way the wind is blowing and wondering if their experience playing out here in this wind could be a deciding factor in the comeback here. So I think our score is now at 6-2. The Wolfreys are out in front. They played an earlier match on this court, and they jumped out to a big lead, and then it got all tightened up. But we'll see what happens right here. So 7-2. It's now going to be, 2-7-1. Nicole Pledger to serve. We are playing to 15. We will switch sides at 8. You know, as we said, you heard about we're here in Florida. We'll be in Georgia, but we have a lot of great destinations that we go to around the Southeast for these state championships. We'll be in Biloxi, Mississippi next weekend. Thank you to Coastal Mississippi for having us down there. We will be in Auburn later this year, the first weekend of October. Thank you to Visit Auburn Opelika. We'll also be going up to Louisville, Kentucky, where we'll be playing at Pickleball Euphoria, Knoxville, Tennessee. You can check it all out at southernpickleball.com. Oh, that ball just goes in the net for Terry Pledger. I know you'd like to have that one do over again, but these are some great pickleball players. These tournaments here, these state championship series, seems to bring the best of the best out here. 7-3-1. 3-7-1. All right, that's what we call the good old body bag right there. Is Kenny Wolfrey just got a hold of Terry Pledger with one. He quickly apologized, but Terry said, no problem, good shot, man. We're all having fun. The wind is definitely picking up in the booth here. 7-3-1 is still our score. That ball goes a little long. All right, so that's going to be 8-3. We're at the halfway point. We'll be right back with more pickleball action from Englewood, Florida.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's Canvas awaits in Sarasota.
The official pickleball is made by Diadem, durably designed to hit the ball where you want it to go. For every dink, drop, and drive, no matter where you are in your game, play with the official pickleball by
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's Canvas awaits in Sarasota.
All right, welcome back to Southern Pickleball TV. We're here in Sarasota, Florida, in the lower part of the county down here in actually Englewood, Florida, the Englewood Sports Complex, for a match between Kenny and Jay Wolfrey and Terry and Nicole Pledger. The Wolfreys are out to a 9-3 lead. This is the Amateur State Championship Series. These players are vying for a right to go to the PPA World Championship in Dallas, Texas. That ball goes into the net. That's going to put us at 10-3. It's been a great weekend here down in Englewood. Lots of beautiful places to go, great restaurants to eat at. If you haven't made your way down here yet, put it on your destination list. The PPA Challenger will be back here later this year in October. It's a great tournament if you want to check that out. Shout out to Tanner Groff and his team. They really elevated that whole PPA Challenger Series. It's one of the most coveted tours in the country right now. And then we hope to be back soon with Southern Pickleball as well. We're excited. We now have over 100 affiliated clubs around the country with Southern Pickleball. If you'd like to figure out how your club can become affiliated and work with us, please reach out to info@southernpickleball.com. It's free. There's lots of benefits. So we would love to talk to you about how we can partner in the growth of this game that we all love. We are now at 11-3-1. The Wolfreys are trying to close this one out. That's going to be 12-3. That ball sails a little long there. The wind sort of took it out. It's going to be 12-3-2. Sort of have my scorecard, my player info cards mixed up here, so I'm not sure, but it appears with Terry and Nicole that one of them is a college teacher and one of them is a high school teacher. And so thank you to our educators. 4-12-1, Terry serving. Oh, nice drive there from Nicole, and then the ball sails wide. It's going to put us at 5. That ball is at the feet. I don't know with some of these new copyright things where I'm allowed to mention the music I'm hearing in the background or not, but I will say that Frankie Goes to Hollywood is one of my favorites. That ball goes in the net. We're getting a little comeback right here. So the Wolfries decided they needed a timeout here. The Pledgers have gotten back in this thing. We're now at 7-12. We'll be back to see if the Pledgers can work their way back in. All right, we're back. More pickleball action. They have gotten back started. The Pledgers are on a roll trying to get back in this thing. It is now 8-12. The Wolfries are still in the lead, but they were down. They were up big, and the Pledgers have worked their way back into it. Same thing we saw last time. Wolfries played on this court. They got up big. Opponents came back, and then the Wolfries found a way to win it. We'll see if they can do it again. Special thanks to Diadem. Diadem, official ball of Southern Pickleball, the only ball we play with. You can find Diadem pickleballs and all other Diadem products at diademsports.com. Use code Southern10 for 10% off checkout of all your Diadem products. (9-12). It's getting tight here. Nice backhand slice, and then the drive. That's going to be a side out. Jay Wolfrey to serve. Jay and Kenny, as we said, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. They're going to be playing next week in Biloxi, Mississippi. That will be Memorial Day weekend. Already 300 players plus signed up for that tournament. Still time to sign up at southernpickleball.com. Oh, nice little sort of drive drop. Some people call that the drip now from Kenny Wolfrey. It's going to put them up 13-9. So the one thing I've noticed when the Wolfreys have gotten up, they try to turn it on and close it out. I think sometimes they get a little excited. Just keep hitting that ball over the net, making your players play, and now next thing you know, they've done that, and we are now at 14-9 with Kenny Wolfrey serving for his match point right here. And the ball sails wide. So, hey, Kenny, you got to go for it sometimes there. So, 9-14-1. Kenny steps right back up and takes over that point in the middle of the court. I noticed that. I was watching Kenny play out at the PPA Worlds last year, and when he gets in the takes over, he can get to the middle of that court, and with that big old arm long reach, he just is very intimidating right there in the middle. We are now at 10-14. think Kenny's going to be glad that they won that point. He played one that I think may have sailed over the fence there, but he kept it going and won the point. So, like I always say, it's more fun to hit it. So here we go. 14, 10, 1. And that is a shot right there from Jay Wolfrey for the winner. 15-10, the Wolfreys take down the Pledgers in the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. We're going to be back with more pickleball action here shortly. Thank you all for tuning in, and thank you to Visit Sarasota and the Englewood Parks and Recreation Department.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
No top 20 tennis player would ever win another gold medal on the PPA Tour. Tennis players are no longer really able to just dominate because people are growing up playing pickleball.
Why would they want to train that hard again? They put all that effort into one sport. And I heard that you're sort of doing a challenge that sounds like it's motivating and helping some people.
A community that's online, connects with each other. We have like weekly giveaways and check-ins for the person that loses the greatest percentage of body weight. They win $1,000. And then the prize for the best transformation wins a personal training package with Anna Bright and Hayden Patrick Wynn's trainer, Connor Derrickson. The stories that you hear from these people are incredible.
Sounds like you're doing some good. I mean, there's a lot of good in the pickleball community, but there's also, I guess, some friction here officially with the Dink. What's the backstory on that deal with Jared and Thomas?
The Kitchen and the Dink have this rivalry, right? Like, Annalie Waters is still head and shoulders above James Blake and Andre Agassi, but because Jeannie's the worst person on the court, they can't win. In this situation, Jared Paul is Jeannie Bouchard.
Zane's throwing his paddle, then he's deciding or helping decide how somebody should be penalized. Can you do both of those roles, or do they start conflicting?
He's not playing on Championship Sunday. This doesn't matter to him.
Really personal there, really quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
UFC main event, you and Jimmy are in the cage. Can you take them?
Jimmy really hates all of my content.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn-Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
All right, welcome back, pickleball fans. We are here at the 2026 Pickleball Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships in Englewood, Florida. This is a match here between Bobby Harless and Christine Palmer playing against Frank Tranquilino and Kelly LePan. This is a mixed doubles 4-0 match, so we appreciate you all tuning in. We are, as we said, at Englewood Sports Complex in Englewood, Florida. 18 beautiful, dedicated pickleball courts, lighted. This is the Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. These players are vying for the chance to go to the World Tournament in Dallas, Texas, and play in the Champions Division later this year in November. All right, Christine is serving. They got to a quick lead here at 2-0. That ball goes into the net, so that's going to be point number 3, and Christine and Bobby are out to a quick start. Nice shot right there from Bobby. That was a nice backhand roll sort of drive down the middle. This is a 4-0 pickleball match, and that was definitely a 4-0 level shot right there from Bobby. So Bobby has been a frequent player with Southern Pickleball, and we appreciate that. It's good to see him back on the court. He recently had a car accident, was out of commission for a little while, but he is here, and he wanted to make sure we gave a shout out to his daughter. So, Dad loves you, and Dad's quite a pickleball player. Have a ball from a side court sort of rolling over. So one thing, this is amateur pickleball court. That's great. We just a thing as the ball gets kicked back over and rolls up our Starlink there. That's great. Glad we still have service. So here we go. Frank and Kelly, and Frank is from Davenport, Florida. Part of the Pickle Webbers Club. That's a nice shot right there again. And I think that was a quick start here as we were playing to 15, win by 2, and we got to 8 pretty fast. I will say, though, we have seen here today on this court that one side has definitely been favorable, and that was the side of the court that Christine and Bobby were playing on. So we'll see if there's a comeback. All right, so we do have a quick minute timeout on the side. Players also have 2 other timeouts. So we're about to come back here. Now we got Christine still serving. Christine playing with the gearbox. Oh, that ball goes into the net for Frank. Frank's a little frustrated at the moment, but he'll figure it out. He wouldn't be here if he wasn't a great player. Tranquilino. I was trying to figure out how to pronounce that before, and he just said, all my friends call me Frankie T. So I think that's what we're going to go with. We need to see if Frankie T can get a big comeback going here. Him and Kelly. Kelly's from Fort Wayne. She wanted to make sure that we said hi to her husband, Carl, and her boys, Griffin, Drake, and Braden. Lefty Kelly to serve. There we go. Frankie T puts the hands up as he hits the net winner, gets his team on the scoreboard. We are at 1-9-1. Ball looked like it sailed long to me, but Kelly and Frank gave their opponents the benefit of the doubt there. That is one thing. I'm always amazed at the great sportsmanship out here. I've seen some people miss some line calls, but I don't see any of them miss them intentionally. That serve goes a little long for Bobby. Now it's going to be Christine. We had a ball come over here. It looks like our players are so excited about playing on Southern Pickleball TV, they just decided they weren't even going to help get that ball back to the court over there. So here we are now. Now they're going to go track it down. That's the one good thing. This is amateur pickleball. We notice there's no referees, and you get to chase all your own balls down. So that's one of the pleasures of playing amateur pickleball here in the Florida Amateur State Championships. Frankie T to serve. Nice drive. Bobby finds the net. Another point for Tranquilino and LaPan. Two 9-1. And again, we see the side has really mattered here today. The last 3 matches, we've had a team jump out to a big lead on one side, and then we've had a side switch, and it's tightened all up. I think it has a lot to do with the wind. We're at 3-9-2. That ball goes in the net. It's going to give us a side out. Want to thank Diadem, the official ball of Southern Pickleball. It's the only ball we play with. You can check out the Diadem Pickleballs and all the other Diadem products at diademsports.com. Use code Southern10 for 10% off all your orders. Frankie T is starting to turn up the game out there. As we are now at 3-9-2. Christine and Bobby are trying to figure out how to get some points over here on their new side. They've only gotten 1 since the switch. And right on cue, they get another one. That's going to put us at 10-3. Kelly and Frank are both from the DWO Pickled Webbers Club. We now have about 100 affiliated clubs around the country in 15 states. If you'd like to find out how your club, too, can be affiliated with Southern Pickleball, reach out to us at info@southernpickleball.com. It's free to become an affiliated club, and lots of benefits go with it. So it is now 3-10. Nice drop from Frankie T. It's going to put us at 4-10. Good communication from the partners right there. I think Bobby was about to play that one until Christine let him know what was going out. Also noticed in the early part of that point, I'm really impressed with Bobby's backhand slice. It's a great looking shot. Kelly LaPan with the winner down the middle. It's going to put us at 5-10. That net is becoming more and more of a factor in this match. All right, that's going to put us at 7-10-2. I think Christine and Bobby have said we need to take a timeout and see if we can pull this thing back together here. We'll be right back with more pickleball action from Englewood, Florida.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
All right, welcome back. Englewood, Florida, Englewood Sports Complex. We've been here all weekend for the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. The last chance in Florida to qualify for the PPA World Championships that will be played later this year in Dallas, Texas. This is Christine Palmer and Bobby Harless playing against Kelly LePan and Frank Tranquilino, otherwise known as Frankie T, battling out in a 4.0 mixed doubles match. Oh, what a shot right there from Kelly LePan with the nice little lob over the head. Bobby almost tracked it down there. That was some impressive playing right there. That one's going to make the highlight reel. Good eye, Frankie T. He was about to hit an overhead off of that, but he decided to let it go, and it sails long. 7-10-1. Another ball into the net there. That's going to take us to 8-10-1. Christine puts away a winner there. Eight, 10-2. Nice deep serve from Kelly LePan. Forces the error on the return. Kelly has turned it on. Just a reminder, we were at 8-0 on the switch, and we are now at 10-9. That's going to put us at 10-10. Frankie T with the great shot there. All right. These players are having a lot of fun here. It's been a great weekend down here in Sarasota. One of the top destinations for pickleball. I want to give a special shout out to the Englewood Sports Complex and their Parks and Recreation Department here. Just been first class to work out. Not only have they welcomed Southern Pickleball and just done everything we needed, been great partners, but you can just feel how much they care about the players and the community here. They are just a first class group to work with. Also want to thank Visit Sarasota for reaching out to us and inviting us down. We can't wait to be back. Also, PPA Challenger will be here later this year. Be sure to check that out. All right, we're at 12-10. Wow, how this match has changed. This might be some interesting conversation on the Visit Sarasota post-game interview. We are now at a timeout at 12-10. We're going to be back to see how this match finishes in just a second.
The official pickleball is made by Diadem, durably designed to hit the ball where you want it to go. For every dink, drop, and drive, no matter where you are in your game, play with the official pickleball by Diadem.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
We are back. 4.0 mixed doubles 2026 Florida Powerball Amateur State Championships in Englewood, Florida. You're watching Kelly LePan and Frank Tranquilino, otherwise known as Frankie T, playing Christine Palmer and Bobby Harless. Harless and Palmer jumped out to a big lead, 8-0. And now we are at 10-12. Harless and Christine trying to figure out how to get back on top after Frankie T and Kelly have had this big comeback. That ball called long. It was really, really close there. I have to see the replay on that one. And that was a kitchen violation there. Nice honesty right there from Bobby Harless. I love that sportsmanship. We are now at 13-11. Well, that was a nice backhand shot down the middle from Bobby Harless, but Frankie T just picked it up, kept the point alive. Next thing you know, they're winning it. And now we have a match point for Kelly LePan and Frankie T. Oh, that's a miss, and that's a win right there for Kelly LePan and Frankie T. They were down big, but they come back. What a comeback, people. So 15-11, Frankie T and Kelly LePan. We hope to be right back in a minute with our Visit Sarasota post-game player interview.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
The official pickleball is made by Dieta, durably designed to hit the ball where you want it to go. For every dink, drop, and drive, no matter where you are in your game, play with the official pickleball by Dieta.
Florida Amateur Pickleball State Championships. My name is Mark Spackman with Southern Pickleball TV, and I'm lucky to be joined here by Frank Tranquilino, otherwise known as Frankie T.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What a comeback right there. You guys were down big. I thought it was over.
So did we for a brief period of time, and then we just regrouped. We discussed this in practice, how a lot of our games go 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, and then we fall back. This time we went the other way, where we're down, so it was great that we just dug deep. We said to each other, this is not over. Especially being on TV, we cannot lose like this.
Yeah, well, that was great. Well, I loved how it looked from my view over here that y'all just did not get upset with each other. A lot of times we sort of panic set in, and you know the eye stares and the rolling the eyes. There was none of that from y'all. Y'all were just like, hey, we got this.
No way. We just had confidence in each other. We always do, so we're never going to play down to each other or look down on each other because we know we could come back and do it.
Well,
so.
That's great. Well, where are you guys from?
We're from Davenport, Florida, near Orlando. Originally, Kelly's from Indiana, and I'm from New York.
Okay.
So.
All right, great. How long y'all been playing pickleball?
I think I've been playing now 6 years. Kelly, probably about the same time.
Okay.
6 years, yeah.
Well, that was a huge win. I really enjoyed watching it. Way to turn it on at the end. Thank y'all for playing Southern Pickleball.
Sure thing. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, we're going to be back with more pickleball action from right here at the Englewood Sports Complex in Englewood, Florida. Again, my name is Mark Spackman, and that was your winner, Frankie T. We'll be back here soon.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's Canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn-Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
What is up, pickleball people? Welcome back to the Southern Pickleball Podcast. This is going to be a special episode. My name is Mary Emily, and I am joined here by Mark and by Zach. And we wanted to share with you guys some information about one of the coolest pathways that you can play in the country for pickleball, the 2026 Powerball Amateur State Championship Series, powered by the PPA Carvana Tour. We're really excited to be, one of the tournament operators and hosts for this. So yeah, I think we just want to kind of get into it. Mark, do you want to tell us a little bit more about what the actual Amateur State Championship Series is?
I just think it's the coolest amateur tournament series that's out there in the pickleball world right now. I mean, it's the one tournament in every state that qualifies you to play in the Champions Division at the World Tournament,
The World Pickleball Championships, right?
Right, yeah. Right. So the Pickleball World Championships was it November 2nd through 9th, Farmers Branch, Texas. Did I get those dates right?
I think so. Sounds close.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. But you went there last year too, right? Awesome place.
Yeah, I did. I mean, the coolest tournament. I mean, you have Pickleball Boulevard there. God, it seemed like it was a mile long with all sorts of vendors, pro players walking, mingling with you. You're all the different courts. You're playing live music every night. It's just an event you want to go to. I mean, and play. It is and it's the chance to really be crowned the true world champion if you play that Champions Division, because it will be the winners from each of these tournaments. So there'll be one tournament hosted in every state in the country. It's going to be run by a premier operator. Most of them are either run by us with Southern Pickleball or Pickleball is Great. That was founded by Mike Hoxie.
Yeah.
So his outfit does an amazing job. So you're going to have a great tournament experience at a premier venue. Elevated medals. You're going to get medals. All our tournaments that we run, we give T-shirts out. It's a cool experience.
Yeah, and then I think we have all the different divisions for that, right? So that's still just going to be kind of that standard format. You get men's, women's, mixed, singles in some places as well.
Right. Yeah. So most of the time you're going to have your men's, women's, mixed, singles. The other thing, all ages. We have junior divisions at a lot of these, and then they have ages all the way up to 80 plus. Even if the brackets happen to get merged at your state level, you still qualify to go to World, where you'll get to play at your skill level in that. So from beginner 2.5 to 5.0 plus, we have all the different skill levels and ages.
Now, you said that there's going to be one held in every single state. So do I have to live in that specific state to be able to participate, or can I play in all 50 if I want to?
That's a great question. Yes, Zach, you can play in all 50.
Okay, great.
We should be some prize for somebody that wants to play.
Book the plane tickets.
And 50. But and I think you may want to because of how cool of places we were playing at. But no, they're basically what we would call an open state championship, which is open to players from all states. Think about like the Grand Slams in tennis, the U.S. Open, the Australian Open. Players from all over the world can come play, at those. So you can go and play in all of them and qualify. It's cool. If you medal, the gold medalists get 100% off their registration fee for the World Tournament. The silver medalists get 50% off their registration fee, and the bronze medalists get 25% off their registration fee. Now, there will be some, little event fees, referee fees also tacked on, but it's pretty significant discount, and you get to compete in the Champions Division against all the other medalists.
Yeah, and then those are all set by Duper, correct? So we have the Duper divisions for that, starting at 2.5 all the way up to 5.0 plus. Could you explain a little bit more, though, about how those Duper divisions actually work? They're not, fully gated when it looks at it, or
I think I think what we're talking about there is just a good question. What is 2.5? 2.5 is 2.5 to 2.99. What is 3.0? 3.0 is 3.0 to 3.49. 3.5 is 3.5 to 3.99. I think a lot of people would get confused with that in the pickleball world. Now we have that at some of our tournaments, because I think if I'm a 4.2 and I see a 4.0 tournament, I'm like, well, I'm not a 4.0 player. I'm a 4.2, so I need to play up at 4.5. But actually that 4.0 would be 4.0 to 499. So it's always that 0.5 window.
But I can still play up, right? So if my duper is a 3.8 and I want to play 4.5, I can do that.
You can. Yeah, under the current rules now, you can always play up. You know, that would be a different podcast for a different day, whether you should have to play where your duper, says you are. But yeah, so right now you can always play up in skill level and down in age. So, me as a 57, I was about to say 56, but I think I'm now 57.
Pickleball years.
Yeah, if I wanted to play with Mary Emily at 26, I would have to play down in the 18 plus bracket.
Yeah, and I would have to play up in the 4-5 plus. That would suck for me.
Well, 4-0, but yeah. So, but yeah. So
sorry, trying to give you too much credit out there.
But again, you play at the the age of the lowest player and the skill level of the highest player. That's a great question.
Okay, and so you said that Southern Pickleball is going to be the operator for a good handful of these tournaments. How many are you guys running, and where are they going to be at?
Well, we're running 10 championships around the states that we operate in. Hopefully next year we can work it out to where because we're now in 12 states of Southern Pickleball, so hopefully we can run the Texas and Arkansas one next year too, if the PPA allows us to. But some of the highlights that I think for us, I'm real excited. Memorial Day weekend, we're going to be in Biloxi, Mississippi at the Pickler. It's a couple of miles from all the casinos, so you can go spend the weekend, stay at you have the beach, you have the casinos there. Another one is our Georgia one. We had over 500 players last year at Georgia at Let's Go Pickleball. New indoor facility. Donald Young of the PPA Tour, former pro tennis player, is one of the part owners of that facility. So there, we're going to go. I think you're talking about maybe going up to Knoxville, right?
Yeah, I'd love to go up to Knoxville.
Well, that's going to be cool. We're going to do a multi-venue thing. We're going to have 2 indoor facilities there, which will be Pickleville and Pickleball Playground, 2 of the premier indoor facilities in the country that we'll be going to there. But you can check it all out. I think we have a new cool website, pickleballstatechampionships.com, so you can check out, all the locations for all the tournaments.
Yeah, that'll be all of ours and also all of the other ones outside of that as well that we're going to have listed on there. I'll also help you guys answer some more questions if you have any that come up. But yeah, it's really exciting. I think this is going to be an awesome event. I know I'm excited to see all the ones that I get to go to on this list. We were planning out our calendar, just kind of getting to see that. I was like, this is going to be a really, really fun stack up. So we're really excited to have these coming up for you guys, and we also hope to see you guys on the courts with us and get you guys that chance to qualify. Like Mark had mentioned, it's pickleballstatechampionships.com, and that's where you can get all of that information, and we will see you guys soon.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
All right, welcome back, pickleball fans. We are here at the 2026 Florida Amateur State Pickleball Championships. We are at the Englewood Sports Complex in Englewood, Florida. This is going to be a mixed doubles 4-5 match. We're going to be seeing Letitia Acosta and Scott Culberson taking on Sally Lutz and Jim Minkle. They've been playing all day in the round robin. This is one of the final round robin games for a chance to advance to the medal brackets, where they'll be trying to earn the right to go to the PPA World Championships in Dallas, Texas, and play in the Champions Division. So great sportsmanship right off the bat there as Jim and Sally call their own ball out. I just am always amazed at the sportsmanship here. So, and that's going to put Letitia and Scott at once. I think I was talking to Letitia's partner yesterday. I think she goes by Letty. So that ball goes into the net. And now that is going to be Sally's turn to serve here. Sally is right here from Englewood at Rotunda West. Nice setup right there and good put away from Jim. We are now at 1-1. You will notice that Sally and Jim are stacking, so they're going to leave Jim on the left there. We'll see how that works out for them. Great hands. We're now at 1-1-2. Jim repping the Southern Pickleball shirt. We appreciate that. We try to do shirts at most all of our tournaments. If it's not a shirt, we always have another cool player gift. So we are now at 2-1-2. Jim apologizes for that ball finding the net down the middle. I think that's one of those sorry, not sorry. That makes me think of podcasts. When I think of podcasts, I think of Southern Pickleball TV, the home of the Southern Pickleball Podcast. We recently had Caitlin Christian join us and Nico the Lefty. You can check out those past episodes at Southern Pickleball TV. This game is to 11, win by 2. We will switch sides at 6. We are now at 4-1. We have noticed on this court today that the side has been very important. So no lead has been safe. And I will say that Jim and Sally are on what has proven to be the good side right now, so don't count Scott and Letty out of this thing yet. Now it is 1-4-1. A little bit long with the lob. Lobs are a little tricky in this win today, and that's going to give us a side out. This is the highest division of mixed doubles we're having playing. We did have to combine some age groups, so we have Sally and Jim at one of the older age divisions playing here, and they are showing that they can hang with anybody out here. Jim with the backhand flick, winner down the line. Go to the league 5-1. Notice that Jim's home club is Dill Dinkers. We work with a lot of the different Dill Dinkers locations. In fact, we have over 100 affiliated clubs and facilities around the country now in 15 states. If you'd like to reach out to info@southernpickleball.com, we can figure out and talk to you about how you too can become affiliated. There's no cost to do that. So we would love to talk to you about our different partner program with that. Again, this is a really cool match here. This is a 4-5 mixed doubles match, 2026 Florida Powerball Florida Amateur Pickleball State Championships, powered by the Carvana PPA Tour, hosted by Southern Pickleball. And what that big long name means is we'd really like to thank Powerball for being the sponsor. We also It's part of the PPA Tour Amateur State Championship Series, which means everybody qualifies for the PPA World Champions Division in Dallas, Texas. And these players will also qualify for the Southern Championships, which will be played the first weekend of the new year in Macon, Georgia at Rhythm and Rally, the world's largest indoor pickleball facility. It looks like these players are ready to go after the break on the turn. Again, we have Jim and Sally up to the lead at 6-1. Jim going for the Ernie there. That was interesting because I noticed on the player sheets that Scott said that the Ernie was his favorite shot. We are now at 7. And so I'm sorry, I just lost track there for a second, but I'm back with you now at 8-1-1. Sally to serve. That ball finds the net right there. Found it interesting that Sally is a volunteer at the Charlotte County Sheriff's Department. Pretty cool. Wanted to give a shout out to all the rats in the hood. All right. We are now at 7-1-2. Not sure what happened. I guess we had the score on there. I guess it was actually 10-1-2, and we heard that wrong, and that is the match right there. So that sort of snuck up on us. Apologize for the scoring difficulties, but that is going to be, the match is over, 11-1. That was a quick one here. We appreciate you tuning in to Southern Pickleball TV. We'll be back with more pickleball action here soon in Englewood, Florida.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
No top 20 tennis player would ever win another gold medal on the PPA Tour. Tennis players are no longer really able to just dominate because people are growing up playing pickleball.
Why would they want to train that hard again? They put all that effort into one sport. And I heard that you're sort of doing a challenge that sounds like it's motivating and helping some people.
A community that's online, connects with each other. We have like weekly giveaways and check-ins for the person that loses the greatest percentage of body weight. They win $1,000. And then the prize for the best transformation wins a personal training package with Anna Bright and Hayden Patrick Quinn's trainer, Connor Derrickson. The stories that you hear from these people are incredible.
Sounds like you're doing some good. I mean, there's a lot of good in the pickleball community, but there's also, I guess, some friction here officially with the Dink. What's the backstory on that deal with Jared and Thomas?
The Kitchen and the Dink have this rivalry, right? Like, Annalie Waters is still head and shoulders above James Blake and Andre Agassi, but because Jeannie's the worst person on the court, they can't win. In this situation, Jared Paul is Jeannie Bouchard.
Zane's throwing his paddle, then he's deciding or helping decide how somebody should be penalized. Can you do both of those roles, or do they start conflicting?
He's not playing on Championship Sunday. This doesn't matter to him.
Really personal there, really quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
UFC main event, you and Jimmy are in the cage. Can you take them?
Jimmy really hates all of my content.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn-Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
Where are you on Friday night? Holidays, weekends, summer vacation. It's 8 p.m. workouts, 6 a.m. wake-up calls. Fighting through fatigue, soreness, calluses. Alone at the track, the field. The court is your universe. One more rep. Last one, and you're done for the day. Maybe. You don't stop. Because you know what makes you different is what makes a difference. And that extra mile, it's what stands between you and the biggest stage. As you draw inspiration from those who once stood where you stood, you blaze your own trail to leave behind.
Let's go.
It's Smolder lighting up your field, your city. They're all watching. How will you be remembered?
No top 20 tennis player would ever win another gold medal on the PPA Tour. Tennis players are no longer really able to just dominate because people are growing up playing pickleball.
Why would they want to train that hard again? They put all that effort into one sport. I heard that you're sort of doing a challenge that sounds like it's motivating and helping some people.
A community that's online, connects with each other. We have like weekly giveaways and check-ins for the person that loses the greatest percentage of body weight. They win $1,000. And then the prize for the best transformation wins a personal training package with Anna Bright and Hayden Patrick Quinn's trainer, Connor Derrickson. The stories that you hear from these people are incredible.
Sounds like you're doing some good. I mean, there's a lot of good in the pickleball community, but there's also, I guess, some friction here officially with the Dink. What's the backstory on that deal with Jared and Thomas?
The Kitchen and the Dink have this rivalry, right? Like,
Yeah.
Annalie Waters is still head and shoulders above James Blake and Andre Agassi, but because Jeannie's the worst person on the court, they can't win. In this situation, Jared Paul is Jeannie Bouchard.
Zane's throwing his paddle, and he's deciding or helping decide how somebody should be penalized. Can you do both of those roles, or do they start conflicting?
He's not playing on Championship Sunday. This doesn't matter to him.
Got really personal there really quick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
UFC main event, you and Jimmy are in the cage. Can you take them?
Jimmy really hates all of my content.
All right, welcome back to the 2026 Amateur Pickleball State Championships, sponsored by Powerball. We are here in Florida at the Englewood Sports Complex. This is a 4-5 mixed doubles match between Katie Mell and Adam Chaikin. They will be taking on the team of Sally Lutz and Jim Minkle. Here we are, a quick side out to start, and we have Katie Mell to serve at 0-0-1. Katie is one of the pros over at the Pickleplex, right here close by in Punta Gorda. She's actually the executive director at the Pickleplex, so appreciate all the work she does for pickleball. Also a very talented pickleball player. Now we are at 0-0-2. That ball goes a little long, and that's going to put Katie and Adam on the board at 1-0. Got to kick out. We've been asking the players who their favorite pro player is, and I got to kick out. Jim said before that Adam was his favorite pro player. Two 0-2, our score. That drop goes a little high, and Jim puts it away with the backhand. It's going to give us a sad out, and now now Sally will be serving. Nice patience here from all the players waiting. Let me see what it had. A ball sort of come on the back of the court there, but the players played right on through that, and that gives Sally and Jim their first point. Nice drive right there from Jim, dipped right over the net. That ties us up at 2-2. Nice athletic move from Adam right there to get that ball. He steps over, super quick right there. I noticed Adam. Oh, great dig from Katie over there, but Sally still was able to put the next one away. But Katie, congrats. Way to make him hit another ball. Great athleticism from Adam as well on that point. So some high-level pickleball players here. So notice Adam's from the Pickleball Kingdom up at Pinellas Park. We've had pleasure of being up there, meeting their new pickleball director, Jimmy Brown. We're a big fan of Jimmy's and big fan of Pickleball Kingdom in Pinellas Park. 14 beautiful courts, indoors. Like to have that one back as it goes into the net. We've all been there before. Nice low ball there is going to get the side out. So that's going to give three, 2, 1. Jim serving. Thank you to Visit Sarasota for inviting us down here to Sarasota, Florida. Actually, we're in Englewood, Florida, the Englewood Sports Complex. 18 dedicated pickleball courts with lights, an amazing facility. Just really want to appreciate the invite and the sponsorship. Also want to make sure we thank the Englewood Parks and Recreation Department. I'm telling you, you're talking about one first-class team here. They have really taken care of all the players and our Southern Pickleball team here. We really appreciate all the work you've done for us, and I know the players appreciate y'all have been great hosts. What an amazing facility you have here. So we are now at 4-2-1. 4-2-2, I am sorry. We are playing the game to 11. We will switch sides at 6. The teams are playing round robin. There were 7 teams in this bracket. At the end of the round robin, the number 1 and the number 2 teams will play for gold, and the number 3 and 4 teams will play for bronze. Depending on the outcome of this match, we could see a rematch here. But I actually think this is actually going to come down here. I was just looking at the brackets real quick. I think the winner of this match is going to be who advances to the gold medal match to play Ashley and Chris from Tampa, Florida. So there's a little bit more on the line than we thought right here in this final round robin match. Oh, what a beautiful shot by Jim. And wow, what a get from Adam Chaikin back there. That was a great get. Put it right back over. This is high-level pickleball right here. It's fun watching these players. So that puts us at the turn. We're going to stay here for a minute. We're going to let these players switch sides. So, again, this is the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur Pickleball State Championships. We are in Englewood, Florida. My name is Mark Spackman of Southern Pickleball and Southern Pickleball TV. I'm one of the co-founders along with Paul Midkiff and Eddie Gomez. We'd like to thank all of you not only for showing up and playing down here in Englewood, Florida, but for all you do to support Southern Pickleball and Southern Pickleball TV. We have our weekly Southern Pickleball podcast with myself, my daughter, Mary Emily Landers, and our pro pickleball correspondent, Zach Deutsch. And occasionally we have the world's favorite 4.4 duper player, Corin Dajinski, join us. But we have some recent episodes that are pretty cool. We had Caitlin Christian on there, pro player. Also had Nico the lefty. So please check out one of those episodes. We'd love for you to see that. And we'll come to you every week. So now it looks like we're back for some more pickleball action here. We are at 6-2-1. Sally to serve. Trying to see who can fight their way to the gold medal match. That ball goes a little wide for Adam. It's going to put us at 7-2. We will say, we've talked about it, the side has been very important here. So the side that Sally and Jim have started on, for whatever reason in this court, I think it has to do a lot with the wind. That has been the side that people have had the most success on. So we'll see if Katie and Adam have a way to work their way back into this match really, really quick. So boy, what a great little hands battle right there, but it comes out in favor of Sally and Jim again. I think Sally and Jim are just finding a way just to keep that ball just a little bit lower. Seems like a big deal here. Again, that was a great ball from Sally right there. That ball goes a little wide. We are now at 9-2. Jim just lays a nice serve in there deep. Katie with a great return deep, but then the beautiful third shot drop to the backhand. Can see the frustration setting in there, but I tell you what, these are all, this is just high level pickleball here. All really great players. That ball goes long. So you're saying there's still a chance. Here we go. 2-10-1. drive just went a little high, so Jim was able to redirect it down at Adam's feet. Another great point. So that's going to be side out. Back to Jim and Sally. 10-2-1. Thank you to Diadem, the official ball of Southern Pickleball. Here we are at match point. We'll have another chance to go at it here, 10-2-2. If you or your company would like to sponsor, please reach out to info@southernpickleball.com. We'd be glad to have somebody on our team reach out to you about how we can help promote your company to all the great pickleball players. And that's going to do it. That's the final point right there. Jim and Sally, 11-2 over Katie and Adam here in the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur Pickleball State Championships. That was our final match of the 4-5 round robin mixed doubles. We'll be back with a gold medal match here soon. Thank you for tuning in to Southern.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn Opelika. It gets into your soul.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
One of the most successful tennis to pickleball crossovers in the game. A former USC tennis standout, NCAA doubles championship, WTA doubles title winner, top 40 doubles player in the world for tennis, but then also transitioning over to pickleball with noteworthy accomplishments there as well. Currently listed as a top 3 women's singles player, top 15 women's doubles player, and top 15 mixed doubles player. And she's now also going to be on the Atlanta Bouncers for the 2026 season.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn-Opelika. It gets into your soul.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast, to local flavors and memorable experiences, Sarasota offers endless ways to relax, indulge, and explore. Plan your unforgettable getaway today.
Historic rail lines and scenic drives meander through live oaks, dogwoods, and azaleas, leading you to a spirited destination called Auburn-Opelika, Alabama. A distinctive place defined by warm hospitality and a surprising mix of experiences, made for travelers seeking something authentic. It's America's coolest college town and his hip older sister, Auburn-Opelika. It gets into your soul.
All right, welcome pickleball fans to Englewood, Florida. We are here at the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. This is your 4.5 mixed doubles final with Chris Pruitt and Ashley Natty taking on Jim Minkle and Sally Lutz. Put away from Jim Minkle right there. These two played earlier in the round robin with Chris and Ashley winning that one. Jim and Sally won a match against Katie Mill and Adam Chaikin to earn the right to come back and play in again. That ATP try goes just a little wide. Love the patience there. So ATP, for you new pickleball fans, is around the post. This is a battle of some Florida players as we have Sally and Jim here locally, and then Chris and Ashley up from the Tampa area. Still at 0, looking for the first point here in our 4-5 gold medal match. Oh, nice drop right there from Ashley Natty. Nice third shot drive, followed by a sweet fifth shot drop. Notice Ashley and Chris are stacking so they can keep Chris on the left. Jim and Sally are doing the same. Nice bow. Look at Sally go. Went for that lob, thought it wasn't going to work, but it was just high enough to get a good return, and she puts it away to get the side out. Nice drive to the back end from Sally right there. The one thing I've really noticed, I've had the pleasure of watching Sally and Jim for a couple of games now, is they do have power, but it's really more about the placement for them. They really know, it's kind of almost like controlled aggression, but they always make sure they get the ball over the net, and they're really good, you know, with that placement. So placement over power. And now we're seeing, I think Sally's just showing off now, showing dink, drive, lob. She's showing she's got everything in that skill bank. So here we go. Nice backhand volleys from Chris there. It's made it kind of look effortless off some really good quality drives. We are playing with the Diadem Pickleball. We want to make sure we thank Diadem Sports. They are the official pickleball of Southern Pickleball. Go to Diadem Sports and order all your favorite Diadem products. Use code SOUTHERN10 to receive 10% off all your Diadem orders. We're at 1-2-1. That ball goes off the net. Chris says he's sorry. I don't believe him. That sounds like a topic for a podcast. If you'd like to hear some topics like that and others, you can tune into the Southern Pickleball Podcast on Southern Pickleball TV. It's myself, my daughter, Mary Emily Landers, Zach Deutsch, our pro pickleball correspondent. We'd love to have you join us. We talk all things pickleball. Recently had Caitlin Christian and Nico the Lefty. You can check out some of those past episodes. Another one I'd really encourage you to go back and see is Jada Minifield, now on the Pro Tour. We got her right at the start. Go back and check that out. 3-2. Ashley and Chris have now found the lead. That's going to be another point, 4-2. Ashley and Chris did just roll through the round robin. They went undefeated in the round robin, won 6 games. Players are vying for a chance to go to the PPA World Championships and play in the Champions Division. Two, 4-2. Jim lays a serve in there. Nice drive. That just didn't make it right over there. Four, 2-1. Man, I really like that serve from Ashley Natty. She's getting it really deep with some top spin. Super effective. On the other hand, I mean, nothing against the guys, but I've noticed that Jim and Chris are just kind of laying it in there. And I understand that you're not going to win points on the serve, but I think you can still put pressure on the opponent and keep them back in the court. I've noticed that Ashley's doing a really good job of that. I am so confused, though. I'm wondering what I'm watching, as I just saw Ashley serve, Chris serve, and then Ashley served again. Are we doing a new thing where we get 3 serves, or did I miss something? I guess I missed something here. Sorry, I've been out here long. It is hot in Englewood, but I'm being told that I saw it wrong. I'm going to have to go back and watch the replay. Along with all the other fans in Southern Pickleball TV world, so we appreciate everybody turning in. And you stay tuned afterwards with this for the Sarasota player post-game report. Oh, another lob. Sally has used that. I think that was the 3rd time in this match. Every time she's got a good response. I think that's going to put us to Sally and them. Let's see. 4-6-1. Again, we're playing the 15 win by 2. We'll switch sides at 8. Oh, they said no more lobs, Sally. We've got that figured out. That's what they just said on that one. 4-6-2. Great hands right there from Chris Pruitt. Loved how he just sort of set up the attack. All right, 6-4-1. Nice deep serve again from Ashley Natty. Great footwork around the non-volley zone there by Jim. That was a good point all the way around right there. We are now at 6-4-2. The score was wrong, so Jim caught the ball, and so 6-4-2. Nice drop. Good work right there. I liked how Ashley Natty kept Jim over there pinned up on the side to his backhand. It's not that he can't hit that shot. He's got it, but he's not really hurting her from there. Just waited till she got her shot to move it around. So that's going to bring us to 8. It's going to be Chris and Ashley up 8-4 at the turn. We're going to be right back with the final part of this 4.5 mixed doubles match here in Englewood, Florida in just a minute.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's Canvas awaits in Sarasota.
Welcome back to Southern Pickleball TV. This is the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. This is our final match here on Southern Pickleball TV today, the 4.5 mixed doubles match. Chris Pruitt and Ashley Natty taking on Jim Minkle and Sally Pruitt. I think Chris and Ashley are going to say if they can pull out a win here so they can go home and hang out with the dogs, Obi and Leah. All right. Great switch sides. That ball looked like it was going to go along to me, but you just never know. Chris and Ashley play out of the Lifetime Fitness in Harbor Island. Shout out to Lifetime Fitness. We are now at 4-8-2. We asked their players their favorite pro player. Sally pulled out a oldie but a goodie, Simone Jardim. Everybody's now about Anna Lee Waters, but I think that was the original women's GOAT. Ashley and Sally are really having some great dink battles here. I think these guys can all really move this around. Love how Chris is reaching in. And then the good speed up right there, up high. Not much Chris could do with that one. Six, 8-1. Six, 8-2. We've talked about it a lot today. The side has really mattered here. Seems like everybody that's been on the side closest to our big Southern Pickleball banner has always jumped out to a big lead. Then it's all tightened up from there. Or I'm sorry, I've gotten behind and then it's tightened up from there. So now Jim and Sally trying to work their way back into the match. We are now at 7-8-2. Over 13 states and 3 countries represented here in the Amateur State Championships in Englewood, Florida. Oh, we had a chance at the tweener. Jim trying to create some social media content for everybody right there with the tweener, but it finds the net. Great athleticism, though. We appreciate it. Next week, we'll be in Biloxi, Mississippi at the Pickler. 15 indoor courts there in Biloxi, Mississippi, right on the coast. Still time to register. Nine, 7-2. What a shot from Sally right there. 4 high-level players we're watching here. Well, I guess that ball went wide. Sorry, I didn't have the angle there. All right, so that's going to put us at 7-10-1 on the turn. So we did have a combined age bracket here in the 4-5 today. So we put together the 4-5, 18 plus, 35 plus, 50 plus, and then 60 plus. I'm sorry, I think it was just 50 plus, but this Jim and Sally were in the older bracket, and they've come all the way back to play in the gold medal. Congrats. Eight, 10-2 is our score. We're seeing some nice rallies, dink rallies there from Ashley Natty and Sally Pruitt. I'd like to see Ashley take that ball a little more often into the inside foot to Sally. Try to get that backhand on the inside foot rather than just giving it to the outside forehand all the time, moving it around. Sally with the lob again. Somebody's watching at home. I think you'll see what Sally's doing really effectively with the lob is that she is moving them back in the court again. She's not trying to win it off the lob, but she's setting herself up. That's going to be a side out. 8-10-1. We're playing with the Diadem Pickleball. Diadem is the official pickleball of Southern Pickleball. You can find it at diademsports.com. Put away from Sally right there. This thing's getting close. I don't think Sally and Jim are ready to hand this gold medal to Ashley and Chris yet. Great point there. Great hands by Jim in the middle of that. Defended the speed up, kept it going. 10-9-1. Ashley Natty to serve. Ashley's a big fan of ALW and Tyra Black. The way she's playing, she might be partners with one of those ladies soon. I jinxed her. As I say that, we get the ball. Sorry, Ashley, I apologize. Ashley is a dentist. That ball goes long. Eleven, 9-2. Again, we are going to 15, win by 2. (9-11). Jim confirming the score. all these players that medal will have the right to go to the Southern Championships. The first week in January at the world's largest indoor pickleball facility, Rhythm and Rally in Macon, Georgia. Last year we had over 1,200 players. We think we'll have even more this year. We've had over 1,000 players the last 2 years. It is definitely the premier pickleball event for amateurs in the Southeast. We'd love for you to check out the complete Southern Pickleball tournament schedule at southernpickleball.com and find a place where you can qualify too to join these players at the Southern Championships. So, all right, so that's going to give us a timeout. I think we're at 12-9. We'll be right back with the final segment of this 4.5 mixed up.
Ready to discover the hidden gems of Sarasota? Escape to Sarasota County, where sun-kissed beaches meet award-winning restaurants and vibrant cultural attractions. From the crystal clear waters all along our coast to local flavors and
All right, we're back here at the Englewood Sports Complex in Englewood, Florida. This is your 4.5 mixed doubles gold match. We just had a timeout. Those timeouts are supposed to be 60 seconds, but these players have been playing for a while today, so they have all but one have exited the court. That happens when we don't have referees with a clock. But now it looks like they're coming back out. So again, we're here at the Englewood Sports Complex. Want a special thanks to the Englewood Parks and Rec Department. You talking about one top-class team here. They have rolled out the red carpet for Southern Pickleball and all these players, taking care of our every need. And we also want to say a special thanks to Visit Sarasota. Thank you, Visit Sarasota, for inviting us down here. I mean, what a great place for us Southern Pickleball to come, but what a great community for pickleball players. If you have not been here yet, if you're a pickleball player, you need to put Sarasota on your destination list. Great restaurants, beaches, great pickleball facilities. So come visit Sarasota. But we're going to go back to the courts now. I think we are now at 12-9. I will verify it right here. We are at 12-9-1, going to 15 for the 4.5 gold medal. Oh, that ball just drips over the net. 13-9. Again, we started out with round robin. There were 7 teams. They all played each other. Chris and Ashley went 6-0 in the round robin. Jim and Sally went 4-2. They won a big match against Katie Mell and Adam Shakin to advance to this gold medal match. And now here we are, 13-9-2, Ashley to serve. Ashley and Chris from Tampa playing at the Lifetime Fitness there. I wanted to make sure that we gave a shout out to all their Lifetime Pickleball buddies. We've seen that a few times. That lob has been working really earlier for Sally and Jim, but now I think that Ashley and Chris have sort of gotten the... So that is actually 14-9-2, and we're taking another timeout. So we could be back in a minute, or it looks like we're going to stay here and just let me talk to everybody, but that'll be interesting. You could have me for a minute. You could have me for a half hour, the way this has been going. But that's all right. We'd love for you to tune in. We have our Southern Pickleball podcast every week on Southern Pickleball TV. Recently, we had some really cool guests with Caitlin Christian and Nico the Lefty. Sometimes we just talk about our pet peeves and different things. You know, one of my pet peeves is people that are stacking that don't know how to stack. We've seen that a few times this weekend out here. So if you're going to play in a tournament, you're going to stack, you need to know what side of the court you need to go to. So The other thing we talk about, some of our pro players, who's our favorites and who are not. Big ALW fan, Ben Johns, not so much. But you can tune in to see what we think. So looks like our players are going to make their way back onto the court. One thing we might talk about is the pet peeves is when our players don't respect the 1 minute time on the timeouts. But I don't know. Seems like everybody's fine with that. It is hot out here. So I always wonder if it's really a good strategy to take the timeout at 14. I think you're just putting your strategy on the pressure on yourself, icing yourself. But let's see. What do I know? Looks like Jim and Sally knew exactly what they were doing with that timeout at 14-9, and now that's going to put 9-14-2. I think it's time for Jim and Sally to put some points on the board here if they want to get back in this thing. I know we've mentioned it a few times, but we are playing with the Diadem ball, the official ball of Southern Pickleball. So really want to thanks to Powerball for sponsoring this series. We're having a good time going all around the country running this. That ball goes a little wide. Also, thanks to our destination partner, Visit Sarasota, and thanks to the Englewood Sports Complex. So one of the things here, you'll notice we do not have any referees, and we also do not have any ball boys or ball girls. So we are waiting for that ball that rolled down through the courts to get back here. So we are at 9-14-2. Wow, that ball just keeps dripping right over the net. Good playing from Chris there. He really took over that point. It's going to give Ashley a chance to serve. I've been impressed with her serve all day long. She's been getting a nice deep topspin serve. Good reach from Chris over there to keep that point alive, but it came back a little high, and Jim put it away. Four phenomenal athletes here. Great hold to give themselves another chance. So Jim and Sally get another chance. Jim and Sally, two of the best pickleball players you'll see play at any age. Tell you what, that was some great athleticism from Chris there on that point, but Sally and Jim just kept putting it back, and they find that 10th point. They've been stuck. They've been stuck on it again, so I think Chris and Ashley decided, well, hey, Sally and Jim got a point, so we're going to take a timeout. So that's going to put us at another timeout, 10-14-1. We're going to stay right here. This is the final match of the day that we're going to have here on Southern Pickleball TV. You do us a favor. We'd love if you do us a favor. Like, comment, subscribe. Give us all that feedback, good or bad. We just love to hear it all. Also, feel free to use the comments to ask any questions you have about Southern Pickleball. What's really cool now is we have over 100 affiliated clubs around the country. Costs nothing to affiliate. There's a lot of perks and benefits. If you'd like to learn how your club can get affiliated, and it can be a facility, a digital pickleball club, just a group of friends at a local community, but reach out to us and we'll tell you how you can get affiliated at info@southernpickleball.com. Again, we want to thank Diadem, one of our sponsors, and we have other sponsorships available too. So if you'd like to figure out how your company can sponsor, again, info@southernpickleball.com. Somebody from our partnership team will reach back out to you right away, and we will be glad to tell you how we can help promote your company to this ever-growing pickleball base. So now we are at 10-14. It's going to be 10-14-2, I believe. Sally and Jim serving to Chris and Ashley, trying to get back in this thing. So they were trying to make good sportsmanship there, just trying to figure out who they were serving to. So it was 9. So now we're at 10-14-1. Nice deep return. I tell you, Chris has just really gotten on top of that non-volley zone. Started really causing some pressure there. So nice job. Jim actually couldn't really see the ball because she was going to play it. Jim told her it was wide. Another great display of sportsmanship. We just got so many examples of that in Southern Pickleball. People are out here to win, but they're out here to win the right way. We just see it time and time again. Just great sportsmanship. And that's going to do it, folks. 15-10. Ashley Natty, Chris Pruitt over Jim Minkle and Sally. That was for the 4.5 mixed doubles gold medal. We're going to have a quick commercial, and then we're going to be back with your winners with the Visit Sarasota post-game interview.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. It moves you with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's canvas awaits in Sarasota.
Here's to the people who want to see what's behind every door, who leave no stone unturned, and who explore every place, from bottom to top. Here in Knoxville, the adventurous, the inquisitive, and the just plain curious will always find something intriguing around every corner. Calling the Curious.
All right, welcome back to the 2026 Powerball Florida Amateur State Championships. My name is Mark Spackman. You're watching Southern Pickleball TV, and I have the pleasure of being here with Chris Pruitt and Ashley Natty. Y'all are our 4.5 gold medalists. Woo. Congratulations. I really enjoyed watching that. Where are you guys from?
Tampa.
Tampa. All right, so just up the road a little bit where? Yeah. So, Chris, where do y'all play up in Tampa? Where's your spot?
Lifetime Fitness, mostly. Pretty much every day.
Okay, so it looked like y'all rolled through the round robin today, 6-0. I mean, there were some good quality teams there. That was, that was a great match there at the end. Ashley, what do you sort of feel like was some of the keys to success today? What did you do?
Staying positive, having a good mental state, good attitude.
I did notice y'all were really positive with each other and everything. The other thing I noticed, I was really impressed. I was like, what are you thinking in your serve, Ashley? Because I commented a couple times. It seems like you do a great job of keeping that serve really, really deep.
Thank you. I don't know. I've had the same serve for years now. I don't know.
Well, it's a good one.
Loopy one.
You know, no offense to the guys out there, but I was like, if they would take a page from you and get their serve as deep as you did, because you were really setting up points with that, so that was really, really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Chris, super athletic up there. You got a favorite pro player? Or?
Well, I have a few, but I love Andre Diascu. I like how he's aggressive in men's. And then for mixed, Big H.
Okay.
Taking a lot of the court and moving around and getting all the shots. So.
All right. Okay. So y'all got any other tournaments on the schedule coming up? Or?
Not right now.
Yeah.
We actually don't usually play together because we're dating, and that was really important to have this good mental attitude with each other this time. But maybe we'll play more.
New thing? So how did it work out?
It was good.
It was great. Like you said, we were positive the whole time. We got the result, so that was fun. We haven't done this in a while, so maybe we'll start playing more together.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That is an interesting dynamic. I didn't really want to ask that, but since you threw it out,
we've been dating a while.
Yeah. I mean, I used to play tennis with my wife, and I finally figured it out. I was like, that does not work. I need to find her a partner. So to play with, but that's good. But man, just think how much fun it will be if y'all can figure that out.
Yeah.
It was super fun watching y'all. I just want to thank you on behalf of Southern Pickleball for playing in our tournament today.
Thanks for having us.
On Southern Pickleball, y'all have qualified for the PPA World in Dallas, Texas, as well as the Southern Championships that will be at Rhythm and Rally, the world's largest indoor pickleball facility.
Nice.
So thanks everybody for tuning in. If you can do us a favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So you subscribe. It's free to subscribe. Also, feel free to like it. And any comments, good or bad, we love the feedback. And tune in soon to SouthernPickleballTV.com.
Thank you.
We're the birthplace of the Allman Brothers Band, Southern Rock, and the soulful sounds of Otis Redding and Little Richard. Our musical heritage wrote the soundtrack of our nation and is home to today's rising stars. Macon, Georgia is where soul lives. Plan your visit today at visitmacon.org.
The boundless natural world exists outside of us, and yet, the wonder and beauty of Sarasota's nature lives within each of us. You with a kind of exhilaration that renews itself with every beat of your heart. Come and feel it for yourself. Nature's